class. Happy Friday. All right, so moving on in chapter 2, we've got lesson 2.5, which we're going to be multiplying using the distributive property. So this is one of my favorite ways to multiply. It's a really easy trick. I call it the box method, and I'll show you what that looks like. So when we're using the distributive property, for number 1, I've got 6 times 13. Notice what I've got set up here. 6 times blank plus blank. What could that blank plus blank be for? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break 13 up into 10s and 1s. So, change my marker color here. How could I break 13 up into 10s and 1s? Like this. I could do 10 plus 3. 10 plus 3 is still the same thing as 13, right? Okay. All right. So, I know you're like, okay, Miss Stevenson, I don't really understand what we're doing here. Let me show you. This is how I'm going to do this. So, this number 6 right here, I'm going to start drawing a box. I'm going to draw 6 boxes going down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to use my other number, 13, and draw 13 boxes going across this way. So this first number tells me how many down. This second number tells me how many across. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And then I'm just going to connect so that I've got this nice box, this rectangle. Okay, so I'm going to label this side right here. How many did we say this was? Right, it was 6. So I've got this 6 right here. But now I've got to break this apart. How do you think I'm going to break it apart? Right, using this 10 and this 3 that I've already used to break that 13 up. So I'm going to count over. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm going to draw a line right there, and I'm going to label that with a 10. Okay? Then I'm going to change my color, and I'm going to label this part. What's left? 10 plus what gives me 13? Right, this 3 right here. Okay? So now I'm going to do this really cool thing. Okay, so I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to see where these two numbers meet. And in this first box, I'm going to do this side number 6. Change back to blue. Actually, I'll change to black. All right, I'm going to do 6 times, and then what number is on top of that specific box? Right, the 10. 6 times 10. What is 6 times 10? Very good. It is 60. Okay, so that box equals 60. And then what am I going to do for this box? What do you think? Right, exactly. I'm going to take this same 6 and I'm going to multiply it by what's on top of this box, which is the 3. 6 times 3 gives me what? Very good. It gives me 18. Okay, now we're not done just yet because I can't say 6 times 13 equals 6018, right? What do you think I'm going to have to do to those numbers? Right, I'm going to have to see how much they equal together. So I'm going to do 60 plus 18. So 60 plus 18 gives me what? 0 plus 8 is 8. Very good. And 6 plus 1 is 7. Great job. So that would be our answer. 6 times 13 equals, well, not that line. Goodness. 6 times 3 equals 78. See? Isn't that a really neat way to multiply? Breaking it up like that so we can see those values. Alrighty, let's try one more. One more. Change my pen color. Let's go with that color. It's kind of a rosy color. 5 times 14. Okay, same process. How can I break this 14 up into tens and ones? Yeah, exactly. I can do 10 plus 4 because 10 and 4 gives me 14. So that 1 in the tens place has a value of 10, and that 4 in the ones place has a value of 4. Very good. So now I'm going to go ahead and draw my box for this problem. Which number tells me how many down I'm going to have for my box? Right, this 5 tells me how many down. So I'm going to go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And how many across will I be going? Very good. This 14 tells me how many across I will be going. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And again, I'm just going to make sure I extend that bottom line so that it matches and that side line. Very good. Okay, what number has to go right here on this side? Right, this 5 has to go here because that's how many I've got going down that side, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And then, how am I going to break this middle part up? Right, I'm going to break it up using the 10 and the 4 that I broke that 14 up into. So I'm going to go across and I'm going to count to 10 and then I'm going to stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to draw that line right there and make sure that I label that top part so I know which is which. Okay, and then that leaves 1, 2, 3, ooh, Miss Stevenson, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whoops, silly me. Sorry, guys. My eyes are playing tricks on me with all these boxes up here. Okay, now I've got it. See, if you guys were here with me, you would have caught that before I did. That's why I need you guys here and not there. Okay, so now we've got 10, and that leaves us with 1, 2, 3, and 4 here. Very good. What's our next step? What do we do next when we're multiplying using the distributive property? Right, we're going to distribute this 5 out to these two boxes. So this first box is going to be what? What multiplication problem can I do to solve how many are in here? Yeah, exactly. This 5 times this 10 that's on top of this part of the box. And what do I get if I multiply 5 times 10? Very good. 5 times 10 is 50, 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. So I'm going to write that right there. And what about for this box? What problem will I use to solve for this box? Very good. I'm going to distribute that 5 over there again. So it's going to be 5, because that's how many down I've got, times 4, which is on top of this box. Sorry guys, my pen is getting sleepy today. What is 5 times 4? It is 20. Very good. 5 times 4 is 20. Okay, so 5 times 14 equals 50, 20? No, that's just silly. All right, so what are we going to have to do now that we have found the totals for this box and this box? Right, we're going to have to add them together. So when I add 50 plus 20, what do I get? 0 plus 0 is 0, and 5 plus 2 is 7. Very good. So 5 times 14 equals 70. All right. Great job today, guys. You are doing so awesome. We're about to get into some really fun ways to multiply, and I cannot wait for next week. You do have a couple practice problems with this lesson today. Make sure that if you're struggling with a little bit, you either contact me for help or you come back and watch this video so you can watch the setup again. All right, you guys did awesome today. Keep doing some hard work on your problems, and I will see you Monday. Have a great weekend.